Representative McCasey, followed by Representative Neckards, and then Poe.
Thank you, Chairwoman Bellick. And thank you to colleagues here on the panel. Many of you have addressed some of the questions that I had. Director, this morning you talked a couple times about a long-term vision for the agency. And I think I heard you say a couple times that every individual youth has individual needs that you need to meet, right? And I think you probably would agree with me that one of those needs for every single individual in the facility, whether it is a member of the census or a staff member, that security is a big concern, right?
That's right.
Okay, so that's really kind of where my question is coming from. The facility at IYC Joliet is the only maximum security facility for males in the state of Illinois right now, right?
That's right.
Okay, so you have filed some documents talking about transferring population to Kewanee, to St. Charles, and to Chicago, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Can you tell me about Chicago? What kind of programs are being operated there right now?
IYC Chicago, they have education, they have substance abuse, they have mental health, they have what's called a halfway back program for youth who violate parole. That said, they come into the halfway back program similar to the PRP program at Joliet.
Okay.
So all of the programs, all of the facilities have the basic programming. There's some that we have some unique programming, such as a particular therapeutic group or particular behavior group. But all facilities have education, some vocational component, some substance abuse component, some mental health component.
Okay. Would you agree with me that the population of Chicago is, it's not a maximum security population?
No, it's not.
Okay. So the plan before the commission today says that you want to integrate maximum security youth with a population that's not maximum security, right?
Clarification, we're not integrating a blending population. Those youth in the facilities will be separate.
Okay.
So that's not a blending or an integration of the medium security youth with the maximum security youth.
Okay, perfect. So there's not going to be a blending. So then can you explain to me what is going to happen? For example, I know St. Charles right now. Does St. Charles have facilities that allow for segregating of a maximum and a minimum security population?
Yes, it does.
Right now at St. Charles?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And also, just a point of clarification, the director of the Department of Juvenile Justice has the authority to designate any facility in terms of these classifications. So that's a right that the Department of Juvenile Justice has.
There are capital improvements that need to be made at St. Charles to accommodate a maximum security population so that there's not blending. Is that right?
Well, not necessarily blending, but for the place that those youth may go, then yes, we are looking at doing some modifications such as locks,
Okay, so
such as
there,
windows, such as some doors and so on, yes.
so there need to be modifications that are going to cost money, right?
That's correct.
Okay, how much money will it cost to equip St. Charles so that we don't have a blending of populations?
Total, including the existing capital development project, roofs on other places, is about $4 million.
$4 million for St. Charles.
That's correct.
Okay.
But most of that, again, is not specific to any modification, let's say, to make something more secure. We have 6 colleges in these groups, and there's some other things, and so that's a pot and a mixture of capital development projects that were already earmarked and they were already targeted to be done.
There's a population that's currently housed at IYC Joliet, commonly referred to as a consent decree population.
That's correct.
And those individuals have court dates, right, in Cook County?
That's correct.
So where do you propose that those individuals would be transferred?
At this point, we're targeting some of those who's going, actually the bulk of those who will be going to St. Charles. 41, and then I think it's 74, 72, something like that, that may be going to St. Charles.
Okay, so a number of them are going to go to Kewanee?
Yes.
Okay, and Kewanee is farther away from Cook County, right? Okay. And you would agree with me that every time you take a member or one of the youths out of the facility, that there are increased security risks for both that individual as well as for staff, right?
Those youth have to be properly monitored. Yes, any youth, it is not necessarily consent decree youth, but any youth that's rated or transported has to have the appropriate staff to monitor and provide supervision. Yes.
And so now the time period that that individual will have to be appropriately monitored by the staff is going to be longer, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I would imagine that we compensate the staff, right?
All of those factors that you're referencing are figured into our budget.
And can I ask you a couple of questions about the current facility at Joliet as well? There have been some capital improvements there recently, correct?
Yes.
Okay. There were upgrades to the roof at the facilities. And just even recently, there have been security upgrades to beds, or safety upgrades rather.
Throughout our system, yes, concurrently.
When was the X House at IYC Joliet built?
We must be what?
The X House? The X House, I believe it's called. There's a facility that was constructed just in 1997. Is that right?
Yeah, it's been confirmed somewhere around 1990.